So, do you believe me yet? Just curious. Do you believe me yet? This is a one-read offense, and the ball goes where it's supposed to go. Austin Hooper's wide open in the back of the end zone. That ball was not heading for him. I know it was tipped. He wasn't even turned around looking for the ball. Wrong page. Or how about running the ball down the field at will, running it down their throat, and then just the sprint out where nobody's pressuring the quarterback whatsoever? Y'all would be killing Baker Mayfield for not throwing the ball away. Neither did Case Keenum. Doesn't matter how much time he has in the pocket either. You saw that. Receivers don't get open. You watched Anthony Schwartz drop one in the open field. Receivers can't catch. Harrison Bryant was not open. Can't score in the red zone. Over and over and over. This has nothing to do with anything but the scheme and the man who developed it. Doesn't work. It's easily defended. And to sit and lie about it, or to go all emotional about it on Twitter, my eyes see what there is. The Browns were a great football team, moving the ball between the 40s, or between the 20 and the 35. They have no field goal kicker. Once they get inside the 20, they can't score the football. They panic and go for fourth downs. Hell, we were down to the flea flicker there. Freddie Kitchens style. Running reverses, flea flickers. But one thing stands in my mind over and over again. How many times have you seen Case Keenum go to the line of scrimmage, drop back into the pocket, and look in multiple places? 90% of the time, he throws to the spot he's supposed to throw to. And the receiver's either open or it gets knocked down by a secondary guy, or God forbid, like on the last play, it gets intercepted. There is no progression in this system. And this is a 33-year-old veteran who you know knows better than that. Quarterback doesn't even have to do any thinking on this team whatsoever, because Kevin Stefanski does it for them. Problem isn't Baker Mayfield. Problem isn't Case Keenum either. Problem's Kevin Stefanski and his refusal to give up this offense. It's a bow wow. It's a loser. And even if the wide receivers were faster, it wouldn't make any difference. The scheme doesn't consistently get people open, now does it? That's right, Keith. That's the exact truth. Everything is a timing play, and it's like I told you after Baker's last game. The reason they were able to bat down that many passes was because they saw it on film. Ball has to go outside that passing lane. TJ Watt, or JJ Watt, whichever one it was, TJ Watt, drops back, stares the quarterback and jumps up with his arms up and knocks the pass down. A couple of times. And here you go again. Yeah, where are they today? So you're going to accuse Case Keenum of the same disease that Baker Mayfield has? You know, Justin, fuck yourself. You're out of here. It's my final game of the season anyway. You're done. Bye-bye. I have no tolerance anymore for people who just don't look with their eyes, process with their brain. I don't have anything against Baker Mayfield. I don't have anything for Baker Mayfield. I want the Browns to win. I'm a fan. I don't have anything for Case Keenum or against Case Keenum. I want the team to win. My goodness. Hey, Raymond, how you doing? Yeah, the play calling is bad. You know, it's it's what it is. And no, you're wrong again, American flag guy, American flag lapel pin guy. No, he's a legitimate backup. He is. It's just designed for people to throw the ball in a specific place, specific time. And I mean, when you're in a situation like that, we still had 2 timeouts. It's just incredible to me how the coach still has a job. You're going to see this next year and the year after before you can get rid of this guy. I'm telling you. And in a game like this where there's wind 24 miles an hour and you're going in the direction that you want to go in, you're going to go in for a touchdown and get the ball back in the beginning of the third quarter, and to leave 2 timeouts right there on the scoreboard again. There's no time management. There's no strategy. There's no nothing. So with 9 seconds left, you run that play. I don't know what's wrong with taking a timeout and examining what's going on and communicating with your players. I don't understand any of it. It's almost like Kevin Stefanski says, well, we got them off balance now, and if I call a timeout, they're just going to regain their composure and figure out how easy our offense is to stop. Mass confusion is his idea of an offensive scheme. This is the conclusion I come to. And I know I'm right because I see it week after week. He doesn't use his timeouts. When he starts moving the ball, he starts going into a hurry up offense, regardless of how much time is left on the clock and how many timeouts he has. And he throws a ridiculous play into the mix. It loses yardage. Then it's too late to use the timeout. We go into halftime or after the game with timeouts on our side unused. It's the same thing. This is the scheme, 100%. And you know that Case Keenum is running the scheme exactly the way that Kevin Stefanski wants him to. He's been with it longer than Baker. He knows how it works. He's doing everything he's told 100%. And after the game, Stefanski will point to the fact that he fumbled the ball. Never mind the fact that if Jadeveon Clowney falls on the football instead of trying to be, Tommy Terrific high school football hero, we get the ball. Everybody's out there playing for themselves. We're not smart. We're not a smart team. And we're not coached smart either. Do you really believe that Jadeveon Clowney can at full speed pick that ball up and start running down the field? The first thing they teach you in Pee Wee football is secure the football, fall on the ball, especially when it's that far down the field. It's the first thing they teach a child. But our guys obviously can't learn the lesson or they're not being taught because that whole thing about turnovers, that whole Kevin Stefanski plus minus number. He's like a cancer over this organization, and so help me God. It doesn't matter. Baker's 5th year, Baker's 6th year, Kirk Cousins' 1st year, Case Keenum's substitution role. The same thing's going to happen to every quarterback because the scheme is flawed. The Browns will never get back into the playoffs with this guy. And the reason is, offensively, nobody gets open. You can go ahead and get all the wide receivers you want. Front office can go out and get all the speed they want. Until the scheme is changed, the result will be the same over and over again. It's really depressing, folks. And what's even more depressing is how many so-called fans are bamboozled by the whole thing. I mean, you're seeing the exact same thing with a completely different quarterback. How many more do you need to see? How much do you need to see now? I don't need to see any more because I see the same stuff. Quarterback has time in the pocket. Nobody's coming back to the quarterback. Nobody's open down the field. The ball never gets thrown. One time he scrambled for a first down. The other time we were running the ball right through him, running through him like they were Swiss cheese. And we run that rollout. And if nobody's open, which nobody ever is on that play, y'all get angry at Baker because he would throw the ball and it would be intercepted. So this guy fumbles it for a fumble 6 going the other way. Hope you're happy. There is no option for the quarterback to get out of any of this. They all want to make something happen. They're frustrated because nobody's open. Somebody has to make a play. Who's going to make a play? That last play, Austin Hooper, was uncovered. You want to say, Baker can't see the field. Well, then neither can Keenum. The pattern isn't supposed to be thrown to him. Don't you understand? He has to throw it to the first option because that's what Kevin tells him to do. Haven't you figured it out yet, numbskulls? Yeah, the ball to Bryant that should have been a touchdown, that's absolutely correct. It was overthrown. And we know what we'd hear about that if it were Baker. It's just frustrating. It's games you know you could win that you lose, and you're going to continue losing them because of this. We're in the position over and over to score, and we don't get anything. We should have legitimately had at least 24 points on the board. Unreal. Well, the second half is ready to begin, and I'm like a trooper and a fan going to watch it. I'll be back right after the game with the post-game show, and won't that be fun? And you know, this is the end of the season, so I will lower the boom. It's my prerogative to say what I want to say. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll see you after the game right here. Until then, enjoy your second half. Bye-bye now.